Hey, howdy YouTube. Today we're actually going to talk about a cool little one here. This is the American Tactical GSG522 chambered in 22 long rifle. Uh, so right there it says Rochester, New York. However, on the other side it says that the gun's made in Germany. So interesting. Now, just gonna give you a quick review on it. For safety, we are clear today. Nothing in the chamber. Gonna go ahead and talk about my gun here. A little bit of complaints, but let's go ahead and just start off by saying this. When this gun was first released, obviously you can tell it's supposed to be an MP5 from H&K, Heckler and Koch, however the fuck you pronounce it. I'm just gonna keep it at H&K. It was released by these guys here, and when they first released it, it was completely identical to the H&K MP5, which the first release, low receiver, looked just like the H&K MP5, and it had the the markings that the H&K MP5 would have, and it had the traditional front sight post that was in a circle, which is pretty much iconic to the H&K MP5, and the magazine charging handle tube. Forgive me, I don't know why I said magazine, but the charging handle tube looked like it as well, but they got a lawsuit from H&K, and then they released this version with all this crap. But I kind of fuck with how this looks. But they do have a kit where you can get the traditional low receiver, front sight post, and magazine. Fuck me if you're saying magazine tube. Charging handle tube. Sorry, I don't know where my head is today. It's probably just because the magazines are here and I keep saying magazine tube. But anyways, the charging handle tube. This one's kind of different from that original release and the real MP5, but this is essentially just a replica chambered in 22 long rifle for civilians, because as you know, if you're a civilian and you want an MP5, that's not easy. Even if you want like maybe a semi-automatic version, that's just not going to happen for you more commonly than not, unless you have some sort of clearance for that. So let's start off by just giving you a quick review. Your top receiver has a polymer rail, and the receiver itself is polymer. That includes the bottom receiver. Both receivers are made out of polymer. Your 3-point retractable stock has the, this is made out of metal, those bars right there, and the back is polymer. Handguard is polymer. The charging handle tube is metal, as well as the front side post, the barrel, the internals, and the barrel shroud, well, obviously. Ambidextrous fire selector, fires in semi-automatic, and then you can put it on safety, as I have that on right now, which is ambidextrous, as I was saying earlier. You have some sling mounts right there, and I believe one would be included in the front, but when I purchased this weapon, it was missing that, but that's fine because it's not a hard part to replace. Let's go ahead and talk about her. She likes to shoot, but she likes to jam if you shoot too rapidly. I like to plink around a lot when I'm up in the mountains, just having fun with the bros, having a couple beers and shooting. She likes to jam a lot, and that could be due to the magazine. Now, the magazine is shit. There's two versions of the magazine. There's a 22 long mag, and then there's a short, I think 10 or 14 rounds, something like that, mag. This one, all of them, by the way, this is not my only magazine. I have a couple more. Every single one, when you top it off, yeah, you can see the ammo in the back like a sore damn thumb. Like, you see that? Yeah. So that's some bullshit, and that's all mags. Pretty crappily made, but that's my only complaint. Not sure why she likes to jam. It's not just this one. That's been a lot of people who own these say that theirs likes to jam as well. What can you do? This is not a suppressor or a silencer. This is just a barrel shroud, obviously, for all you who are wondering. So, yeah. Handguard. Yep. Pretty nice. The rear sight is the MP5 style. You have that, and that, which literally these three are identical. Like, no fucking lie. I like this. I I think this one's actually a little smaller than the other three because it just is, but you know, there you go. Hopefully you can see that. That's what you pretty much see when you're looking through her. This top rail is pretty useful for mounting any kind of optics on it. It's a 22, so you're not going to need anything too crazy. This is obviously just for the looks and the plinking, really. It's not very practical for a real life scenario, as you know. It's a 22. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat her. Anyways, guys, trigger pull on her is pretty nice, honestly. It's pretty smooth, you know. As fast as you pull her, that's how fast she'll shoot. So, yeah. You can pretty much H&K slap her, but you don't want to be doing that all day because that's could potentially fuck her up. Now, another, not necessarily complaint, but there's nothing really you can do about it. But when it comes to field stripping and cleaning this firearm, it's not super difficult. You just need a lot of tools, which kind of sucks, but hey, it's all right. And most 22s get pretty fucking dirty. Like this one still needs to be cleaned. But anyways, guys, showing her off, and yeah, this is me. So signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.